yesterday the news about you guys hosting this event broke, but you already said that you had the plans for this. Can you tell us when did this plan come up, and what was the reason why you said, okay, we have the best player in Trackmania, now we also want to host something? How did this all start?
Like we organize tournaments on every of our esport titles. Like we have League of Legends, Hearthstone, Fortnite, Smash, Super Smash, and Trackmania. And Trackmania was the only tournament. I mean, the only game where we didn't organize tournament yet. So yeah, that's why we created one. And because we have annual sponsorship with Objective Code, which is the sponsor of the event, and in the deal with Objective Code, we had to organize one or two cup. Since the new game will arrive really soon, there is high probability we do another Solary Cup like later in the year. But yeah, that's why we made one already in the upcoming weeks.
And tell us, how did you plan out the format? I mean, you have two of the best players in your team. You have CarlJr, you have Bren. Has they been involved with this, or has this been like from the head office and down?
Now, obviously, we made it with them. Like we were on Discord, and we were like, okay, how will we do it? It needs to be like fun, but try hard. So it's like not open. It's open for everyone, but obviously there is high chance like the pro qualifies. But I mean, it's like in the map. For example, there is two mapped by professional mapper, and one map mapped by us, the streamer. We are like free mapping the map, so we made like one person, and it made a whole map. And that's obviously a map where it won't be probably as cool as to play as the other one. And there's like that the format in itself with the there will be a bid on player, like for captain they will draft the players. So there's that, and obviously there is a secret draw a secret draw things, like it's every match is in 4 match, so it's 2v2 2v2 4v4 4v4, and if in the end it's a draw, the last draft player will play 1v1 on our custom amateur map. So it will be as random as possible on this side.
But we obviously now know the 4 captains. We have 8 invited players. I mean, obviously, CarlJr and Bren is going to be invited because they are part of your team. But tell us, what was the reason behind picking Papou and Cocow as the 2 other captains?
We needed like French player for captain, because it's like way easier for us to for the draft. It's simple as that. We were like planning to ask for Aurel, but I think Aurel is not available for the event. And we replaced Aurel by Coco, and here goes our captain draft.
So essentially the best French-speaking players, or
yeah, exactly.
But then 8 other players there. Some surprises, like Berg is back. Carl, the world champion from 2006, is back. How did you end up with these 8 players?
We let the full choice of the player to Carl and Bren, because I don't know every. I mean, I know the TMGL player and some of the OGL ones, but I don't know much about the scene on Trackmania. So we let I let the choice of the player to Carl and Bren, and they choose who they invited, basically.
Let me ask you this then: is there any players in the cup that you haven't seen play yet?
I don't think I've watched Carl play. I mean, the old Carl.
Yeah.
And I don't think I watched Bergie play. Yeah, I saw Bergie like at the Lyon Esport.
Yeah.
But I didn't see him play yet.
No, manager, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's cool to bring him back, and hopefully he will have somewhat of a level, so he's not like far behind. I mean, he's playing against the best players in the world here.
Yeah, but there will be like a time attack where
Mhm.
every player will be set in a tier, and that will be how the draft will go. Like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. And if he's the last tier, it's no problem. He won't be alone.
Okay. Yeah, because one of the coolest things I saw about this cup was the fact that now you'll have captains picking their team. I think that is going to be hilarious. Can you tell people how is that going to go down? Who will get the first pick? Is it CarlJr because he's the best player? Will he go last because he is the best player? How will this work out?
It's not about first pick and everything. It's like we bring one player. Every captain say an amount secretly, and we
Okay.
open all the amount, and the biggest amount get the player.
Okay. Is that what you do in League of Legends and the others?
No, in League of Legends we're like 50, 100, you know.
Okay.
But like since it's in real life, it's easier, I think, to do that. But and it's funnier, I think. And since it's on Discord, it's easier to do like a blind bid.
Yeah. Can you tell people about the Open Qualifier? I mean, this is 5,000 euros on the line. It's the biggest team tournament ever. So I assume a lot of professional or good players in Trackmania will try this out. How can they try it out, and how can they eventually qualify?
You have to go on the server and then you type /register and then you're in. You can go on the Discord to get as many information as you can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There will be a time attack, I think, and there will be a time attack where the 68 best player will get in the brackets, and then it's a bracket to top 4, and top 4 gets qualified for next week.
Hmm. We saw I saw some people within the community saying, "Okay, it's a big tournament, 5,000 euros. It's not something we have that often in Trackmania. Why is not all slots free? Why is not all slots qualified?" Can you tell people what is the reason essentially why 12 people already are in?
We decided to invite some of the player. Basically, like there was we needed to have some cool and talkative guys for the stream, basically because it's a stream event for us from our side as well. So we need to have like talkative guys and not like super shy guy for the show. I mean, and but we didn't want to invite like 16 player because we knew it gonna do a shitstorm in the community if you couldn't qualify. So we let 4 slots open for the best, and if you're the best, you then can play the Solary Cup.
But have you ever followed like a team tournament in Trackmania, or has you basically followed team tournament in other games? Because team tournaments isn't that big when it comes to this kind of stage. I mean, this is the biggest in the history of the game with the prize pool you have.
Well, obviously in League of Legends, every tournament is a team
Yeah.
tournament, but yeah, I followed some on Smash. Not, I mean, if you consider the 2v2 on the Trackmania ZRT, it's a team tournament, but not on Trackmania, I think. So it's kind of new for me, and no, we'll see how it goes. But I hope it goes well.
You already talked a little bit about the second edition. Will the format? Do you already know the format, or will you take this as a learning process and see how you will change it eventually to make it even better?
Yeah, we'll take it as a learning process because I don't know when it will be exactly. We don't know yet the format.
Yeah.
But there is high chance it's a team. It will be a team tournament again, I think, because I mean the Solary Cup are most of them are like fun events. Even though there is a big cash prize for Trackmania on the finish line, we hope like people take it more as a fun event than a full tryhard event. kind of like the ZLT Cup in the end. But yeah, we don't know yet about the other one. We don't even know about the next game if it will be as easy to map or anything. But we hope it would be as good as the first one, even better.
You are obviously one of the biggest streaming channels that has influenced Trackmania with the Solary. You personally casted the grand final at the Paris Games Week of the beta season. Can you tell people, the French people and the international people, how can they follow this cup once the Open Qualifier goes live and once the final phase goes live?
We will cast obviously the last part. I mean, we won't cast the time attack. I think maybe Bren and Carl will cast it on their channels, but I doubt it. To be honest, I don't think casting a time attack is a super fun thing. But we will cast, I mean, the bracket, the qualifier for the top four, and obviously we'll cast the entire thing on Solary the next week. It will be on 2 days, I think, like Saturday and Sundays, like 3 or 4 hours a day. I don't know exactly the hours. I need to check it again. But we'll cast it on the Solary channel on Twitch, and yeah, that's it.
For the international fans, then, are you going to allow some English casters, or will it be some POVs of the players, or will they also have to tune into the Solary channel?
There will be POVs allowed, as long as you put like the tournament logo and the sponsor logo on the channel. But there will be POV allowed. So if you're an international fan and you don't get anything about French, you can watch the POV. But there is possibility that we allow an international cast. We'll see that inside Solary, but it's possible, and we need to think about it.
Yeah. Last question about the Solary Cup. We have 4 captains. I'm going to ask you the hard question. Who are you? Are you Team Bren? Are you Team CarlJr? Team Papou or Team Cocow?
I mean, obviously, I'm more like a Team Bren or Team Carl, but I don't know. I mean, oh my! I think I will be Team CarlJr for this one.
Okay. There we have it. Team CarlJr on this one. I will go Team Brendan, so you have a little
Okay,
battle
perfect.
there.